Okay, let's get into the shamanic reading. It's going to be shorter because I already did all the cards, so let's just get right into it. Okay. Let's see. Let's start off. Let's start off with the ones I did first. So the animal cards, and that's more reading, and then the other ones are just shorter, intuitive. So, first one that flipped out, Magic Raven, and that's water. The element of water. So water brings knowledge, wisdom, information, emotion, which is information too. Everything is energy, electricity, electromagnetism. So, Raven, now, 7-pointed star. Excuse me, my throat's kind of, they were spraying a lot, quite a bit again today, so, excuse me, because, yeah, kind of red glowy, I guess Nibiru was pretty visible, so, it wasn't quite as windy, maybe, I don't know, because they seem to be sticking, yeah, they were kind of drifting, though. Right over the house. Nice straight lines. Anyway, I don't want to get off on a tangent, but that's why my throat feels a little, like when you're a kid and swimming at the pool all day and you get a little bit of like that minty lung from all, it's really chlorine damage. So it's kind of what it feels like. All right. Okay, this book right here. So this is the deck. Animal Dreaming Oracle. Raven with your magic. And see how it's on top of, totems. They carve them out of logs, and so its rightful place at the top. What was the first thing that God created? In the beginning there was a word, I know, but God, let there be light, and then there was it light first? Because that would make sense. Oh, and that's 25, which is 5 fives again. Okay, so you have that, and then that reduces to a 7, and then the star has 7 points, so. And I don't get off and, oh, that's satanic, so how, okay, a 7-pointed star. It's a star, and there's 7, okay, whatever. It's perspective. Look at it however you want. If that means some kind of satanic whatever, I don't know. If it does, I'm transmuting it into something good, because 7 is of God. Hello. And just, yeah. This is the No Numbskull channel. Your brain has to be defrosted a little, just a little. Just a little. It's okay. But you can come over here and be triggered and get seeds planted. That's path work too, so. I'm just kind of trying to be lighthearted. I'm not calling anyone a numbskull. Hey, I was a numbskull until about, God, I wouldn't even say I was awake when I realized I was a twin flame. Probably the chemtrails and then Morgellons, and then that was like the big awakening. So, but since I've had my channel, anyway, we weren't gonna make this long, right? All right, get the saliva flowing so I can read here. So it's messenger of the void, so that represents Divine Mother. Okay, so Raven guides us to healing, brings us back into connection with spirit, reminds us of our sacredness, our wholeness, the power of prayer, how it sustains and enriches us. Yeah, so it understands the divine energies of the universe, capital U, right, which is the vessel that holds the water, which is her. So the universe realizes all our wants and needs. Raven is the liaison, the messenger back and forth, kind of like Archangel Gabriel. So we need to harness our divine energies, our honor. When we come into our remembrance, we need to honor these things and not be afraid of them. And because ultimately it goes all the way back to Source, God Creator, which is love. So there's nothing to fear. Okay. So magic is the ability to communicate our needs and to channel our purpose by sitting within the silence, ceasing the inner chatter, and reconnecting with the universe. Seek assistance from Great Spirit. Oh, Great Mystery, because mystery was on the next page. I said spirit before I read Great Mystery. Capital G, capital M. Delve into the void. Capital V for answers. To call to spirit and ask for help. Spirit, capital S. So magic and prayer are similar. So prayer is just talking with spirit. Okay, that's just what it says here. That's what I define it as too. While magic represents the results that come when we demonstrate perpetual faith in the power of prayer. Oh, it literally says power of prayer right there. Yeah, it's very powerful. The power of the word, the power of the intention, the thought, the emotion from the heart behind it, the power from all the chakras, okay? So the instinct of the sacral and the root, and that's grounded. That's the one that's grounded into the earth. So that's a very powerful chakra. So we need to be very responsible with the energy that's created from that, from the root base chakra. But that's the one we use to connect to Gaia. Ground ourselves, connect to these energies. So when we pray, we have to do so with a reverent appreciation of spirit. So you have to revere it. Raven, revere, okay? Raven, aven, the birds are the whole group of species. This is named after. This is the bird that represents, okay? So this is the gatekeeper, key master. So I'm just reading through here to see what pops out. Yeah, always be gratitude. Always be grateful. Always be in gratitude. That's heart-centered. That's the consciousness, the Christ consciousness that we need to be. Okay. Yeah, be grateful for the very life given to you at the time of your birth. That divine spark, it's precious, you guys. So our prayers must be made in honor of the Earth Mother. Right, when we pray, we don't come from a place of lack. We come always grateful first. And we always release it with no attachment. So that means timing, outcome, whether it gets answered or not. Maybe that's not part of our path. That's not what God has aligned for us. So, excuse me, you know, like, what do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be whatever God wants me to be. Like, no, we want to, I want to be this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to go to school to be this, I'm going to train to be that. And then, right? And then we find ourselves here. But that was all meant to be too, right? It's all part of it too. So every part of the puzzle, okay, makes it complete. So just reading through here. And recognition of all living creatures. And I do understand the meat eating and things, and I understand every argument, every fallacious argument against it, and I know the history behind it and everything, but we're ascending to higher levels, and we have to remember that the 360 perspective of the awakened consciousness is a 360 degree perspective. You see all things from all perspectives all at once. So you're seeing things from the perspective of the animal. Now, let's just think. Let's just go through it mentally, okay? The animal, it's being hunted. How does it feel? Does it feel like, oh, I'm doing this great thing and I'm sacrificing my flesh for you to have a meal and it's such a great honor for me to do so? I don't know if I'm aligned with that. I really feel the animal is afraid and in pain, and even if it's quick, they, you know, to be hunted. I mean, how oppressive that it's an oppressive energy, and that's just how I see these things now. I'm seeing it from just a broader, a higher level, a broader perspective, a more 360 kind of okay. So I just wanted to mention that because I know it's a struggle for all of us. This is part of the belief system that we're letting go, and it's so ingrained in like really beautiful cultures too. Meat is a part of every culture. Oh my God, the Hungarians and the meats, the things that they do, and all the Russian meats that oh my God, the recipes. And my dad doesn't eat meat anymore either, and I can't stomach it. And a lot of people, it's just part of the process. Eventually, everyone, as you keep going and keep ascending, because it's just it's inevitable. You get there. Your body will. Sometimes the emotions and the attachment, that's more watery. It takes longer but the mental mind knows kind of, the heart and the mind knows, but the emotions, the attachments because these belief systems there's a lot of emotional attachment to these traditions and stuff. They carry emotional attachment because they're related to family and memories and our childhood and, histories and regional cultures, beautiful things too, right? So it's hard. This is the discernment. This is the raising up to a higher level, bigger picture, seeing things more clearly from other people's perspective, from the perspective of the trees, from the perspective of the air. Do you think the air likes that exhaust impregnated into it? The air that we breathe. I mean, people are driving around in cars, and I have to take the bus sometimes, and, I try as little as possible do I ever like to take a vehicle, and this is not a preaching righteousness, self-righteousness. This is, I'm asking Earth, do you want this? Do you want to allow this? Cars and all this stuff? No, no. Of course not. I mean, come on. We're coming back to our senses. We're waking up. The fog's clearing. So this is it's just what's happening. Okay. But now we're coming. It's like, and then with the retrograde too, it's like we're coming back to all these things, but from a very much more balanced, centered, from an energetic perspective, and then just from a general, universal, cosmic perspective. Seeing it from such a broader level. So, yeah, Raven got a lot to say, don't you? Lion's next. I mean, this flipped out. Both of those cards flipped out. They're different decks. So, Lion. Let me just see if there's anything else here in the book. But it's just because this reminds me of the Native American culture, and I really, that's my culture too, and I went through all the same fallacious arguments to try to hold on to these beliefs, and revisited it and went back. So it's just a whole process. Everyone needs to do it their own way. If they do that, is just a thing specific like meat, just scientifically the way the body reacts to it, even when you're not that ascended. So no, nutrition is just important to know, but most of this stuff is spiritual. Okay, and it's anchored in the spirit. So, the origins of something is very important. So strengthening our line of communication with spirit through prayer and understanding the deep wisdom that comes with knowing your purpose and the magic that comes with learning how to administer it. Yeah. How to execute, utilize what you know. That's like the new level. It's like we gain healing, learning all these things. Now it's like, now how do we apply it? So Raven offers inner peace that will eventually lead to a deepening of your soul essence and a balancing of the self. Your self-perception will begin to strengthen when you open your heart to the wisdom of the Raven. Beautiful, Raven. Thank you. You are gorgeous. Now, Lion, I'm just not even, I read through it, but I don't even need to. Okay, Lion. And I think, I don't know, it came out definitely one other time in a reading that was televised. So Lion, Lyrans, lyric. Okay. Elohim, the Elion, the alien, the Lyrans. Very lyrical. The roar of the lion, very powerful. Majestic, regal. The balance of masculine and feminine. Very serious and powerful. So all the big, explosive masculine and feminine energies, and then the very peaceful, restful masculine and feminine. They like to receive and be lofty. Play, be playful and lighthearted. This is the Sun card. This is the heart. This is terraforming the earth. This is creating form, sacred geometry, cymatics, the movement of matter into crystalline form to create shape, to terraform the earth. And this is what they did. This is what the Lyrans do. This is what they bring to the table. My son's a double Leo. He's a double rare. My twin flames, Leo rising. So they're all about family. Oh, that's right. This is card 11. I like, hello, operator. So it's very straight on, dead on. Look at, okay, because that, making sure the sound is angled at the right angle and everything to make the perfect crystalline form and create shape and, okay, terraform. So because they're so, and it even said in the book, their roar can travel 5 miles. Can you imagine you yelling and your friend like 5 miles away, you can just hear your, no, not with any contraption, just not a megaphone, manual, or electrified, nothing. Just your voice, yelling as loud as you can with just your vocal cords. And not even cupping your voice, because lion doesn't cup their voice when you yell, you know, to like channel it like a megaphone. Okay. Not even that. There's no way. I tried to yell across a football field to my sister once. She could barely hear me. So 5 miles, okay? A lion, it also said it can leap in one bound. I gotta look up this because I don't want to misquote. This is from this, I don't know if, I'm sure they did their research, but, and it's on page 47. It starts with, which reduces to 11. Yeah, they can leap as far as 36 feet in one bound, which is 11 meters. And 360, yeah, that's 9, 369. Okay. Power, loyalty, leadership, family. Yeah. Coming into your power. The power of the word, knowing the power of the word, coming into your power, knowing your ancestral starseed bloodlines, which are the angelics, which are the gods, which are the animals and the people. We're all one. Do we see? We don't eat ourselves. We don't eat each other. Everything is going to change. You'll see every animal will be able to just be, because there won't be any lack. We won't need to eat each other. There's not going to be, this matrix we will be released from the fallen matrix, and we will be living in the divine matrix, the original one, not the knockoff. And we'll all see, this is what I'm envisioning, this is what I'm seeing, this is what I've been shown. In my dreams and visions, and just we're hugging the birds, there's no fear. So we're hanging out with our lion friends, right? We're not eating each other. If we're eating an animal, we're eating ourselves, because we're all one. I know it sounds crazy that you're related to a lion, that you have, why do we have all the same similar genes and DNA? Because we come from a mixture of the same galactic families. I know it's crazy talk, right? But just keep thinking, keep going back. Where do you come from? Okay, your parents, and they come from their parents. Okay, Adam and Eve, and then back, and then back, and then back, and then where? I mean, all the way to the divine womb, right? Which is what? The cosmos. And what's in the cosmos? Everything. That's what we come from. The everythingness. That's how we're all one, because we all come from the one, which is the womb, the void, capital V. That's what they should have just had, a big giant V in that raven there. Raven magic, logic. So, pelican now. Okay, so that one, the lion, see, that's on the cover of it too. So that's the secret language of animals. Interesting, the lion came out for the language of animals. This is the Winged Enchantment deck. Very beautiful watercolors, I believe. Okay. And this flipped out. Pelican? Yeah. I don't know if we had that one before. I feel like yes, but I don't know if I shared that in a video. So when I say we, it's possible, but as far as televised or untelevised, I don't know. It's beautiful though, beautiful colors. I don't have the best, just have like a little Mac laptop, so it's not like shows up the colors the best because it's like nighttime and stuff. So 27, which is 9. Oh yeah, this is what I wanted to show. Looks like right here, the Eye of Ra. Or Horus, I mean. Right, the pineal gland. Webby. Dendrite. Oh yes. We're all one. We're all connected. See, the vein. We don't see it in the air, but these veins, it's like pulsating. It's alive. It's Gaia. It's her breath. This air that we breathe, we're inside her lungs. Okay. These are all the capillaries. We don't see it, but it's all there. Okay. Beautiful colors. Oh, interesting that I said that and I didn't see this. When I first pulled the card, I did see the Webby Eye of Horus thingy. But I did not see... Oh, it's a face. Right here. You guys probably saw that. But like, oh, there's an eye. I'm like, oh, wait, there's a whole face. Well, yeah, I mean, these are shamanic cards, so there's a face everywhere, so... But yeah, I didn't really see that. So there we go. And the beak's going right into her mouth, like the bird is feeding the human. Oh God, that reminds me of, because the box dropped, because I didn't have my hand underneath, so the bottom one, when I was carrying the stack of boxes that I used for this reading, when I was carrying them over here, or just, in my room, from over here to the bed, it slipped out, and these two, where does that go? Oh, it's in my hand. This one, because it was stuck from the last reading, I didn't shuffle, so it just fell out, and this was on the top, I think, and this flipped over. These might have flipped over together, but the one that was showing was the snake. Okay, transmutation, 14, that reduces to 5. And this is the element of fire. Hello, Holy Spirit, Holy Flame, Archangel Gabriel. Wisdom, the serpent, okay. It's the masculine and feminine, though, because the serpent, okay, it's like the phallic symbol along, okay, the snake, okay. But it's also, see the 2, the forked tongue, the 2, that's the feminine. Very sensitive, okay, to the moon and the sun energies. So, represents fertility, okay, masculine and feminine fertility. But this, okay, this is also a 5, I'm telling you people. Okay, this bird has the shape of a crucifix on it, and it was said that when Jesus needed to be concealment, okay, and I was given that word waking up from a dream. I've been given the word secretion and different words or a phrase, so concealment was one of them. One time, concealment. Or maybe that was in a reading. yeah, the word concealment just came to me. I'm like, I'm getting concealment. Originally that might have stemmed from a dream with the pheasant crow, and that kind of led to different things. So I think concealment, yeah, because pheasant represents concealment. I think that's originally, but it could have been a synchronicity with getting the word, who knows, but I definitely, concealment has come to me as being very important. And this bird is said to have covered Jesus when he was trying to, when he needed to be concealed because people were after him, right? Now they're always after him. So this bird, this type of bird, one of these types of birds, covered him with seaweed. Interesting, because that is coming up lately too, as part of a diet. You're eating it, right? So this bird has the shape of a crucifix on its back, I think it says. So, and that with the power of prayer from the raven, okay, and then 5 again. Oh my gosh, they're all 5s, because raven is 25, 14 reduces to 5, and this was just 5 itself, and that's air. So, air with fire. Okay, boom! Big fire, big flames, right? And then we got the water, the raven, bringing in the wisdom to make sure that fire doesn't get out of control. And this is sun card, and that's fire. Leo's fire sign. So, all right, Pelican. Oh, that's right. So when Raven flipped out, okay, so when the box fell, those 2 cards, right? So I shuffled and Raven flipped out. So when Raven flipped out, this was on the bottom, Koala, which is 23, reduces to 5. Okay, you guys, I can't. This is water as well. Inner journeys, okay, and that journeys, our journey card came up from the Spirit Oracle deck from the last reading, and this was on top. This is Earth. Trickster, 3-6, again, 3-6-9. Reduces to 9. So a lot of things being pregnant, ready to burst. It's time to go forth with what we need to go forth with. So Trickster. Yeah, that trickster demon, Damon. So it was, yeah, it makes sense that came up. Yeah, so, whew. Pelican, 27. That reduces to 9. See, lots of 9s and 5s, yo. Archangel Gabriel, pregnancy. Oh, and when I was shuffling that deck, when this flipped out, what was on top was Condor, which was 5, and on the bottom was Crane, which was 6. And you add those, that's 11. Condor is very much the shamanic transformation, shaman, okay, transmutation. This is transmutation, yeah. Well, the Condor too, that is the alchemy. It's alchemy, transmutation. It's Mercury retrograde, so that's why I've been seeing the death card a lot. Phoenix rising from the ashes, okay, death, rebirth, transformation. So Pelican, I am Pelican, the bridge of the head and the heart. Oh, have mercy. I am careful observation. I am planning with room for negotiation. I am the skills you need to reach the goal at hand. I am unfettered determination. That's kind of, that lion too, very determined. I am the use of team dynamics. Your outlook is too heavy. Your viewpoint too restricted. What you require is a greater adaptability, right? We have to keep adapting as we're ascending. We have to adapt to these new levels. So It's about acclamation. I am the release of expectation. Yes. I am the effortless flow of one thing to another. When I said yes, the window settled a little bit and cracked a bit. So they like that. I am the release of expectation. They like that. Yes, universe, spirit. I am the effortless flow of one thing to another. Right transition. I am your need to let things unfold and take the best catch. You may have stepped in your own way. You may well be tripping over your own feet. Stay focused, but do not lose sight of the bigger picture. You will always find what you need. And that's page 32, which is a 5. And that's cutting that. So 5 and 9 on the same page. Yo, with the 5s and 9s, okay? Lord. You are positive and productive. You are effortless acquisition. You are abundant in resources. You are pelican. Right, it just comes to you. You dive down and grab it. Right? You just hover above. You see the bigger picture. You hover above. You see what you want. You just dive down and grab it. It's effortless. And scoop it up. Right? Effortless acquisition. You're a accretion. You're a star. You're a vortex of light. Just gathering all that it needs to itself. Okay, just by being you, the vortex that you are, that balance of negative, positive, masculine, feminine that creates that vortex. As you spin, you create more and more and more and more and more power, and you bring more and more and more and more and more resources into you. Okay, this is just how God works. It's effortless flow if you go with it. Sometimes we have to let go, these ropes that we're holding on to. And keep smacking our head against the water. Can't get up on that water ski, right? Because God doesn't want us to. He wants us to let go of the rope. Sometimes that's what we need to focus on, is letting go. It's not about acquiring things, but sometimes it is about pulling those resources. So, pelican, very resourceful, very abundant, effortless. It just knows, it has no doubt that there's always an abundance. When it's hungry, it just goes and gets its fish. It never fears. Is there going to be fish today? I wonder if there's going to be any fish today. Did you hear if there's going to be any fish today? It just goes there. It doesn't even have the thought. It's just like, I'm hungry, right? It doesn't even have the thought that it's hungry. It just is constantly in the moment, going with the flow. Hunger leads to you going to your spot where you fish, and then you start flying around and hover. You see the fish, you go down and get it until you're full, and then you go. It's just going with the flow. The animals know. They know how to do that. Okay, the humans are the ones that I say humans, but we're a mishmash hodgepodge of, star clusters. So, sweet orange was on the bottom of the tree deck, okay? And hawthorn, okay, heart, this is heart, 5-pointed star, 5, heart. And sweet orange, there's 3, the Trinity. So we're getting back in tune with ourselves, our bodies, our mother nature, our animal body, so our natural body. But our natural body, not the third dimensional society construct, that our natural body releasing all that other stuff that's created by man. It's not things that we're born into. Those are things we've learned. So we're shedding all the things we're unlearning the learned. We're just getting to the knowing. And the Indian being is the one that flipped out. Birds and the bees and the flowers and the trees, and literally flowers on this tree. Look at very trumpety, very wide open, receiving, okay? Giving her nectar, receiving there's a bee right there on the leaf. Got the bird. Birds and the bees, flowers and the trees. Indian bean. Interesting that bird is like blue and red too. So, here's the tree. Wisdom of the trees. Sorry, the angle. It's beautiful. I wonder which one that is on the front of Banyan, maybe. I'm not sure. There's even a bird on the front of that, see? Oh, we love our birds, bees, flowers, trees. Which one was it? Oh yeah, okay. Oh, and sweet orange and hawthorn are right next to each other in the book on page 64 and 65, which is 10, 11. Okay. Oh, is this the right? Here we go. So Indian bean, catalpa. Oh geez. Bignon. Bignoni oides. Bignoni oides. However you say that. But catalpa. Indian bean, but Native American. Okay, it's called Indian because a lot of, okay, it's from the Native Cherokee word. I believe the catalpa is probably the one that sounds like the Cherokee part of it to me, in my opinion. So, catalpa. Kata, katal. Kind of sounds like quetzal. Katal, quetzal. Oh, that's interesting because one of these cards. Oh, yeah, when I get to that, I'll show you because that. Oh, wow. Okay, so the Deva message is, and the Deva, or Deva, D-E-V-A, Devas, plural, backwards is saved. That's just the goddess or the spirit, okay, that there's different energies of different types of trees. Okay, you call them spirits, devas. Okay. My beautiful trumpet-shaped flowers. Greet the gosh, this is so small. Greet the sun in the summer, and in the autumn, I show off my seed pods. Let me teach you how to make the most of your many talents and attributes so you can regain your vitality. Sorry, that's just so small print, and it's italics too and not bold. So one of the best ways to heal yourself at the moment is to embrace every day with enthusiasm and do everything you can to get the most benefit from it. Treat the people you meet with respect and an open heart. Page 42, that reduces to 6. Yeah, giving and receiving. Very healing. That's what 6 is. So, Indian bean, vitality. Okay, Catalpa. Just seeing if there's anything else I want to... Oh, catalpa wood is sometimes used to make guitars. So, percussion, string, echo, resonance, vibration, sound. All right. If it's in the inverse, which it doesn't matter, this is just light and dark aspects of this card. So the dark aspect would be, do not overlook the obvious and simple ways of healing yourself. Yeah, diet and exercise, things that are free. You know? Baking soda water and fasting, it's free. And it's so cheap. A teaspoon of baking soda. I mean, you get it for like under $1 for a box if you go to the Dollar Tree. So, yeah, you don't have to do all these expensive things to chelate and to alkalize, and so you can do it for pennies if just free, just using your own energy, going on a run, you know, if you're at that level of running or whatever, or enjoy running, whatever, hiking, whatever you do. Outdoorsy stuff is always the best in my opinion, but it's hard. I know when they spray a lot, sometimes I don't even want to go outside because I can't help but keep looking up, and then I just want to record everything and put it on blast, and I'm like, I'm just trying to enjoy my hike. So, yeah, I'm going to be getting a sauna. So this winter I'm going to be enjoying my baths, and got that sauna on its way, and so that's going to be one of my ways to purify and cleanse, and it's good for metabolism too, because you get your blood pumping and elevate your heart rate and everything. It tricks your body and it burns calories and stuff. So it's not tricking, but you know, always follow the directions. Yeah, so ensure that you have plenty of rest and sleep. Or maybe if you've been getting too much, you know, ease up on it a little bit. Maybe, or say you're getting good sleep at night, but it's just not enough. Maybe it's only a few hours or a lot of sleep. It's like, when you get a lot of sleep but you don't really sleep, there's nothing really you can do, especially if you're a parent. You just kind of have to get up, and hopefully the kids take a nap and later, and you can take a nap too. Yeah, it's all about balance. So it goes for sleep, everything, exercise, diet. It doesn't have to be expensive or complicated or far-fetched or anything like that. Be right here, right now. You can just drop and give me 20, right? Yeah, so that's what I do when it's winter time. I do more of the like squats and push-ups and crunches. And just, you know, take my salt baths and other things to be healthy. And go on walks when it's nice. When the weather's accommodating. So, yeah, it says natural foods, natural wholesome foods. Find the time to prepare. Yeah, I'm getting back to even like making my own, like not buying store-bought cookies, even if they're organic, or just making them. Because it's there's the love energy aspect that goes into it too, and you're creating, you're connecting with, so these things are coming back to a lot of us. We're getting more creative and doing the things that we used to love, that because all this process was so much, we had to put a lot of this creative stuff on the back burner because it wasn't really the focus and the priority. Like breathing and our life was, because like our body was falling apart, doing whatever, our brains were exploding, right? So yeah, it says regardless of how busy you may be, okay, so we have to not just schedule ourselves and make ourselves a priority, okay? This is the time. There's no more victimhood, martyrdom, putting ourselves last, saying we don't have time. The old excuses, we're letting go of those. The old beliefs, the excuses are included in all that. And I'm included in all that too, and so are you! Yay! We're all in this together. A big Vesca Pisces boat, canoe, flowing through the water. So that's just, right? Getting cold. Just think of spring. It's just around the corner. But enjoy the winter, you know, do the wintry things. All right, let's see what flipped out of this is the Shamanic Healing deck. Oh, screen went black. Come back. Okay, so got that shamanic healing deck. And these all flipped out together. And I was shuffling. Okay, these flipped out together in a chunk. I'm really getting divine masculine, shamanic healing for the divine masculine. This is the back of the card. Nice gold edge. So, this is how they were in order too. Emotional release, 37. That's my life path number 3. His is 7. Same with my son. All our names mean the same, which is grace. Which is 5. So there's the Trinity again, 3, just like the 3 oranges. Okay, Trinity, 3, 7, that's 10. Perfection, God, you and God, 0 point, and you as the singularity. 3, Christ consciousness, of course. 7 aspects of God, 7 days in a week. 7. God loves 7. The Pleiadians, 7 sisters. So it's all that water coming down, raining down, bringing moisture, life, giving life, the life-giving water. It activates, right? The seed, the codes in the seed, it activates. Water activates. So when you're taking baths, you might be doing a lot more inner reflection. But if you take a shower or you're washing dishes or watering the yard, you have a water flowing. Or maybe when you're running your bath. But when the water's flowing, you'll feel the energy of that. You'll be more flowing in spirit. Okay? Whereas when you're taking a bath, you're going more inside. You're pulling the water into you. So you're doing that too. You're pulling into yourself. So emotional release for the masculine, I really feel that. And there are definitely divine, benevolent beings helping him with that. Okay, the shamanic healing deck is really geared towards the masculine energy, I feel. The next one, so we're just going left to right. So, and I say that because that was at the center. Masculine energy, big sun. Hello, Leo. Hello, Lion. And that's an 8 pointed star. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Concentric circles like Lemuria. Balanced 8. Christ consciousness. 4, 3 chakras above, 3 below. No, that's 7 chakras. Well, Sadhguru says there's actually 108, but 4 of those are self-guided or something like that. So there's really 104 that we work with. 4 of them take care of themselves or whatever it is. So I think he said, I think that's what he said, 114 or 100, yeah, something like that. 114 chakras, 116. So we have a lot of research and learning to do. I'm like, oh God, as soon as I'm like 7, okay, now there's 12, okay, now there's more, okay, now there's, aw, man, more homework. Awesome, fun homework. So masculine, that's 16, which is 4 times 4. That's 4 4s. Okay, angels. That reduces to a 7 as well. So God, divine, Pleiadians. And 43, again, that's another 7. And letting go is the final one. So masculine is having an emotional release and letting go. Sun, moon, light, dark, as above, so below, upright, upside down. Another 2 birds again, and the sun again. There's 7 rays on that one. It's kind of dark because I'm trying to get, there we go, trying to get the light to. So, all right, when those flipped out, this chunk was in my hand. One chunk was in one hand and one was in the other, because you know how it goes when you're shoveling. This is card 11. Okay, same with the lion card. New day. Again, another sun. Dragonfly. And the top was truth with 12. So 11, 12. So twin flame, Christ consciousness, eagle, right? Higher perspective. Bird tribe. And then the other chunk, this was at the bottom. Ascension, okay, another sun, the spiral, bird tribe, again, right? Us shamans love our birds. We love them all. We love all our relations. 24, that reduces to 6. Okay, and 24 elders. 12 and 12, 24. Anyway, 24 is a good number. 6, giving and receiving again. And the top one was perception. Another 9. Okay. Those 3 leaves again. So, alrighty. Now, the Resonance Oracle deck. That, let's see, this came out first, I believe. Yeah. Blessings, that flipped out. I'm like, oh, isn't that nice? Give us some more. We're so grateful for the blessings, right? Because, right, power of prayer. Ask for it properly and you receive it. It's just that simple. Ask for it properly. It's just that simple. So when that flipped out, yeah, I asked for another one, and Inner Cry flipped out. And I was like, oh, it's just hot coals. Why was I thinking there's fire and ice on one card? Because I got that from a reading. It was embedded in my brain because these 2 cards came out together in another reading before. So this flipped out after that. Because I kept shuffling, got one more card. And there you go, fire and ice, masculine, feminine, red and blue. So Inner Cry flipped out, and then Heart's Tears. I really think the masculine has been feeling that cold, okay? Left brain, cold. Feminine, even though Heart's Tears, right? She's in her heart, passion, burning, fire, okay? It's tempering the 2. When you do that, that's wherein lies all the blessings. And you see the red and the blue rose. Well, one's a lotus, but there's flowers. Looks like a little box with I don't know, the love letters or something. Tea bags, sachets of dried flowers that smell beautiful. So very flowy and just soft light, right? Flowers, essence, no hard edges. Blessings from Mother. Rooted deep into the earth. Lotus, right? So the balance of masculine and feminine, rooted deep into the void, into the earth, into the black matter. And the water comes up through the water, emerges, okay, up into the sun. So when that was done, healing gift was on the bottom. That's one of the blessings. And as we are blessed, we become a blessing to others. Angels. That's angel talk. You can tell when it's them. It sounds kind of biblical or real poetic, and that's when it's them. I'm like gangster street talk. Just kidding. But I mean, it's the angels. But that's an aspect of you, okay? Because we're all one. And this was on the top. Ancestors. So healing gift on the bottom, ancestors on the top. So just cry out to them through your left and right brain. Through your masculine and feminine energies. Come together in the center where your heart is and cry out to the ancestors and receive your blessings. Oh yeah, and this was the one. So I was looking, I saw the wolf. Okay, I saw the green man. This kind of looks like, okay, the talking stick. And you can do that as a shaman, as a medium or a channeler. You know, if you channel the dead or star family, whatever. Okay, talking stick. You know, on Thanksgiving, I should have thought of that. Come on, team. Why didn't you implant that thought in my head? Talking stick. Yeah, because I was like, okay, I love you guys. That day made too much on the energy of that day. Being clairsentient, I was just like, oh god, I was hearing all the voices of the dead, just all day long. I was glad when that day was over, because it was just, anyway, Quetzal. So anyway, yeah, talking stick. I was like, okay, yeah, everyone take turns next time, one at a time, right? Just so I can, like, make sense. It's like, I want to listen, but you're all, like, talking at once, so. This looks like a dragonfly, again, okay. Wolf, dragonfly. This right here behind the wolf here is what looked like Quetzalcoatl. The feathered serpent. Okay, that right there. So there's the wolf there. So it's interesting that Catal. Is that what it was? Catal? Sounds like Quetzalcoatl. So, and it was a lot of real greenish blue feathery, like peacock feathery. But this right here, this is like you. This is us. This is basically the cosmos is right here within you, within everyone. You are in everyone and everything, and everyone and everything is in you. In you. What is in you? It. It is in you. In you, it. That's how Yoda would say it. So, I think that was all the cards. And then I showed the bottom and top ones that I wanted to show. Yeah. All right. That was a little lengthy too. Not quite as long as the other one, because I left out all the shuffling. So, I love you guys. Peace and blessings.